All right, let's return to our coverage of the political crisis in Malaysia. As we heard earlier, Anwar Ibrahim now says he has the backing of three parties from the former ruling coalition who have nominated him as a candidate for Prime Minister. Let's get some analysis with James Chin. He's a professor of Asian Studies at the University of Tasmania. James, some really interesting developments tonight. From what you heard from Ibrahim, who was, of course, meant to be the successor to Mahathir Mohamad, he seemed to have been sidelined 2 days ago. Has that changed tonight?
Not really. So the calculation is that basically Mahathir and Anwar Ibrahim are still going around doing the horse trading, trying to round up the numbers. The magic number in Malaysia is 112. That's the bare minimum to form a new government. But I think the king, the Agong, is looking for a more substantive number because he wants to ensure that the new government is stable. So the thought in Kuala Lumpur is that the Agong, the king, is looking for somewhere between 120 to 130 members to support either side. So they're still talking in the background, and I won't take the press conferences too seriously. They're just laying out the positions. The boys are still running around trying to collect as many MPs as possible.
Interesting. Now, we saw the former senior minister, Matsabu, appearing alongside Anwar. Now, it was thought that perhaps he had moved a block of supporters away from him. How do you read the fact that he was there alongside Anwar?
So if you look at the pictures carefully, they're all designed to show that people are supporting Anwar. But 24 hours earlier, the same people were supporting Mahathir. So there's been a lot of U-turns in Malaysia. So actually what Malaysia needs is a traffic policeman rather than a politician.
Now, and you pointed out Mahathir also came out. He made his play, saying he's happy to return as Prime Minister if he has the support of majority MPs. Is he saying that with conviction? He was also hedging his bet, saying that he wanted to prove by resigning that it wasn't all about him.
Yes, it's all about making sure that he controls the narrative. So basically what he's saying now to all the people in Malaysia and the world is that he's trying to form a unity government. He's not really a politician. He's after the national interest. And that if you truly believe in the national interest, you join me in setting up this government of national unity. So he's trying to control the narrative in order to round up as many MPs as possible.
And do you think that will succeed? And if it does, then, you know, who would become the heir apparent to a 94-year-old Prime Minister?
That's too early to tell, but if I were to bet, I'll bet on Mahathir for the simple reason that if you are a sitting Malaysian MP and you're thinking 5 years from now, will I get re-elected? What sort of government will I be serving? Chances are you select Mahathir over Anwar because you know at 95 years old, obviously he's not going to serve his full term.
So why has the relationship soured, do you think, between Mahathir and Anwar?
I'm not sure the relationship is sour. They always had a difficult relationship. So essentially what has happened is that Anwar always wanted to be Prime Minister. So he's trying to push very hard for Mahathir to step down early. So that's where all the tension lies.
James, good to get your thoughts on this evening's developments. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.